BMW has been around since 1916. Believe it or not, they actually set out to be a manufacturer of aircraft engines. They built and designed aircraft engines from 1917 to 1918, and then from 1933 to 1945. Today, they have a huge name in the automotive industry, having brands like Mini and Rolls-Royce, the pinnacle of automotive engineering, under their wing. Today's video will be all about the upcoming 2022 BMW M4 CSL G82. What is so special about it? Well, first, we have to talk a little bit about history. But just before that, a quick reminder that liking and subscribing is the best thing you guys can do to support our small channel. So let's dig into the history. Cars that carry the M name tag are developed by BMW's in-house motorsport division. BMW's E30 M3 was a pretty little car, but it wasn't just a pretty sight. When compared to the 3 Series E30, the difference was huge. The E30 M3 came with a stiffer chassis, but better suspension, and more power right off the production block. BMW brought the 4 Series to life as a result of the renumbering of the 3 Series. The coupe and convertible from the 3 Series were renamed as the 4 Series to set them apart from the 3 Series. The M4 followed the same process, replacing the M3 coupe and the convertible. The first generation M4 was a beauty. You cannot hate those body curves. It debuted in 2014 and was kept in production until 2020. The body styles of the first generation M4 were denoted as F82 for the 2-door coupe and F83 for the 2-door convertible. In the second generation, the 2-door coupe was called G82 and the 2-door convertible was called G83. The new M4 G82 is expected to feature 2 sporty variants, the CS and the CSL. The letters CS and CSL might not mean much to some, but pure BMW fans should know that the CS stands for Coupe Sport, while the CSL stands for Coupe Sports and Lightweight. The CSL was the brainchild of Gerhard Richter, former head of the BMW Motorsport division. The CSL variant of the M4 is designed to be the most track-focused car in the lineup. After the first CSL model in 1973, the BMW 3.0 CSL, the M division gave us the E46 M3 CSL, producing under 1,400 units in the 2004 model year. In celebration of their 50th anniversary, the BMW M division might be giving us all new M4 G82 CSLs. Who knows? The last CSL model from the stables of BMW introduced a new piece of technology, a weight-saving carbon fiber reinforced plastic roof that saved almost 100 kilograms. The M4 GTS also brought us something new, water injection. The M4 G82 CSL will serve as a replacement to the M4 GTS and may be sporting some kind of new technology that we know nothing about. And we won't find out till we get to drive it. The BMW M4 CSL G82 might be the first of the sporty M4 variants we will get to drive. It will debut as the top model in the M4 lineup. The CSL models have been known to always bring pure performance to drivers, and the all-new M4 G82 CSL will do that better with the new S58 engine. The new engine serves as the heart of the X3M and the X4M, and it is the future of BMW performance cars. The S58 engine is a derivative of the B58 modular engine, which has been in use in other BMW models. The S58 is designed to deliver more power and keep to the emission rules and regulations that are getting stricter in different parts of the world. The current X4M competition, which is also equipped with a tuned S58 engine, has 503 horsepower. The M division of BMW could probably squeeze out more ponies from that engine before chucking it into the M4 CSL. The M4 CSL would probably have more than 550 horsepower. This number will make it more powerful than its predecessors. The M4 competition doesn't have that much power and has more weight, but it does a pretty good 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 3.9 seconds. At the wheel of the M4 CSL, with a red line of 7,200 RPM and more than 550 ponies, you will run some serious numbers on the track. The biggest mystery that surrounds the M4 CSL is the powertrain. Of course, BMW will be giving us a rear-wheel drive for the drivetrain, with traction control that can be disabled so that you can do all the burnouts and donuts you want. M4 CSL owners will not have to worry about the complexity and extra weight of the X-Drive system in BMW's all-wheel drive models due to rear-wheel drive. You can forget about the hybrid power too, as it would defeat the goal goal of weight saving in the CSL. For the powertrain, many M enthusiasts would probably look forward to a manual transmission, but looking at other special models like the E46 M3 CSL and M4 GTS, the M4 CSL 2022 will probably come with an automatic transmission just like the ZF 8-speed automatic which is being used in the M4 competition. For M power enthusiasts, there is a slight chance that BMW will choose to throw a manual transmission as an option, so all hopes are not entirely lost. You are probably better off with an automatic transmission, seeing as the 6-speed manual transmission in the M3 doesn't feel too great for daily driving. Like any true sports coupe, the 2022 M4 CSL features some aggressive body styling. Spy shots of prototypes that have been driving around for testing purposes have shown the M4 covered partly in camouflage. The front and rear ends are heavily covered in camouflage, which means those parts will see some major design changes. The taillights for the 2022 M4 CSL would be unlike anything we have seen before. The last M4 CS had new taillights, and BMW used the M4 GTS to showcase their new OLED taillight technology. Looking at the camouflaged M4 CSL, the taillight design seems to be straight instead of the curved LED that is on the M4. The rear end also features a ducktail spoiler, which is reminiscent of the E46 M3 and a new rear diffuser, but the arrangement of the exhaust remains the same. The grille of the 2022 M4 CSL is slightly different, as the all-new M4 CSL sports Y-shaped elements that are united horizontally behind the kidney grille. You can still see the intercooler peeking from behind those bars. The headlights would also be different, introducing the all-new M headlights as an option. The M4 CSL has a serious aero package, new air intakes, a wicked-looking front splitter, side skirts, new rocker panels, and unconventionally positioned turn signals. With all the camouflage, it's hard to tell which of the prototypes is the M4 CS or M4 CSL, but the M4 CSL is expected to have a more aggressive body styling that focuses more on aerodynamics than looks, since it is a hardcore track-focused car. Every part of the M4 CSL will be designed to save weight. The L in CSL stands for lightweight. Were you expecting anything different? There are rumors that BMW might be doing away with the back seat. You can save more weight that way, but it is hard to tell what the exact specifications will be. But the M4 CSL will feature weight-saving options like an Alcantara steering wheel, lots of carbon fiber wherever carbon fiber can be used, carbon ceramic brakes, and lightweight 19 or 20-inch wheels with track-ready tires. In the interior, we expect to see a splash of carbon fiber everywhere as a weight-saving design choice. The M bucket seats might come as standard seating, coupled with upgraded racing bucket seats as options. The interior of the M4 CSL might not be as comfortable as you think. The main goal is to save weight, so any driver can get optimal performance from the car. The M4 CSL might see the removal of comfort features like soundproofing, sunroof, and many others. In terms of comfort, the M4 will offer a bumpy ride, coupled with a full experience of the engine sound and the noise of the tires on asphalt. The M4 CSL will be the fastest model of all upcoming variants of the M4. Apart from the power bump and weight reduction, the M4 CSL will receive the full CSL treatment, which means better aerodynamics, aggressive tire stance, and everything you need to make your Bimmer shoot down the track like a bat out of hell. The camouflaged prototypes racing around the Nürburgring for testing purposes feature camouflage on the quarter panel of the vehicle, probably to hide the presence of a roll cage. A roll cage helps the car stick to the corners as you take those sharp turns on those lone country roads. You can expect spins or rollovers in the M4 CSL to be very minimal. The attention to aerodynamics also means a much better downforce than the other variants of the M4, even though it has less weight. Like many other details about the 2022 M4 CSL G82, the combined miles per gallon, urban miles per gallon, extra urban miles per gallon are not specified. There isn't much chatter about the M4 CS on the airwaves. The M4 CSL has caught the eyes and attention of many Bimmer fans. The M4 CSL G82 will be a limited model, and the motorsport division of BMW will not produce more than 100 or less than 1,000 production cars for its customer base. The M4 CSL has not been given an exact launch date yet. Everything is pretty much kept under wraps. 2022 aligns with the 50th anniversary of the BMW Motorsport division, and it is over 20 years since the last CSL model was produced. BMW's motorsport Motorsport division might want to celebrate its 50th anniversary with the launch of the limited edition M4 CSL sometime in 2022. To be honest, I couldn't agree more. I would rather be peeling rubber on the tracks in celebration than cutting a cake and having drinks in an office or a manufacturing plant. I know you have cash burning a hole in your pocket, and you wish you already had this embodiment of German power in your garage. Unfortunately, we cannot give you the exact figure you would have to put down for your new 2022 M4 CSL G82. You will have to wait to the official launch of the car. The starting price of the M4 competition is $74,700. The base price of the M4 GTS was north of $130,000. So we expect that the price of the 2022 M4 CSL G82 will hit the $100,000 range. The recipe for creating the M4 CSL is very simple and quite similar to what BMW did with the M4 GTS. Reduce the weight and gain more power. The lightest current generation M4 weighs 3,690 pounds with a full tank of gas. It is 75 pounds lighter than the previous gen M4. The all-new M4 CSL is going to drop more weight and pack more power without compromising practicality, safety, and technological advancement. We can't tell you exactly how much weight the M4 CSL will lose, but in comparison, the M3 CSL managed to shave off 243 pounds of weight compared to the regular M3 available during that time. Carbon fiber and other weight-saving materials will put the M4 CSL on a more strict diet than its predecessors. BMW is getting better at their performance game, with other models like the BMW M8 CSL rumored to be in development. Another example is the X8M hybrid model, which is also rumored to have more than 700 horsepower. Those numbers are already supercar territory, and BMW could be ushering us into a new generation of performance coupes. That's it for today's video. If you didn't already, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps a lot more than you can imagine, and it doesn't cost anything. Have a great one.